Hi guys, hope you're doing well. I just wanted to hop on and go over some ways that I personally use the top 10 oils. So, a lot of you by now have gotten the Home Essentials kit or the Natural Solutions kit, and they come with the top 10 oils. So, I'm just going to hop right in and go over how I personally use some of the oils. Okay, so the first one is On Guard. So On Guard is an oil that I use daily, daily, religiously. If you're a teacher or a mom or you're around a lot of people, you're going to want to listen up. So On Guard is your protective blend, so it boosts your immune system. I highly recommend you use it before you're going to be exposed to a lot of people. So I have the beadlets, but I also have the oil. So what you can do is mix it with some coconut oil, rub it on your hands, about 2 to 3 drops, and rub it all over your neck. A good way to use it for children is to rub it on your feet. What I do is if I come in contact with somebody or if I'm just, doing an event or a class or I'm hosting something and I'm around a lot of people, I make sure I use it all over my neck before I come in contact with them. Also, being a teacher, if I was around kids and, just the classroom having so many germs, I would make sure to apply it. Something that most people say and they find so amazing is that the second they feel like something in their throat, what they do is they'll take the On Guard bottle, they'll open it, and they'll just drink like a couple of drops. Meaning, like, if you feel like that, like, scratchy, itchy throat, and like something's coming on, you basically take the On Guard and you do that, and it's like you can thank me later. So I'm going to try to keep this video as compliant as possible, so I'm not going to make like any medical references. I'm going to try to steer clear and use proper words like support, aid. Okay, so On Guard will aid you in boosting your immune system. So you want to use that every day. If you have kids, you want to apply it to the bottoms of their feet before they go to school, on their back, before at night, So this will give you and your family a way to combat those germs, all those things that we're exposed to. A new product that's coming out, I'm super excited about it, is the On Guard hand sanitizer. So a lot of people have been taking the regular On Guard, mixing it with coconut oil and rubbing it. Now we're going to have a cool spray that's coming out. So that's coming out, get ready for it. So that being said, I also use On Guard in the diffuser. So if I feel like something's going around or someone in the home is not really, a little under the weather, I'll make sure to put On Guard in all the diffusers so that everyone is getting the benefits, okay? So you want to use that for cold and flu season, any seasonal threats that are going around. Like I said, if you have a job where you're exposed to a lot of germs and people, you want to use it every day. If you take the train, so many of my friends, oh my god, you need to use this. Like, before you get on the train, after the train, a lot of you who fly a lot, you want to use this when you travel. The airplane has all those germs circulating around, so you definitely want to do that, and it's just going to help your immune system, and it's a good way to take charge of your health. Okay, so the second oil is the Breathe oil. So that's, Breathe is respiratory. So that is a great oil for anybody that has like any respiratory issues. So if you feel like you're coming down with a cold and you're congested, think like, I don't want to say the name, but think like, that we grew up with, that rub that we used to put everywhere. Okay, think like that, but all natural. So you can cup some in your hands and breathe it in. Another thing I love Breathe for, and a lot of people love it for, is for at night, for sleep. It's just, it like opens your airways. I like to pair it also in the diffuser with wild orange, and I just like the aroma. I like to pair a lot of the oils together, but we'll get into that. But I love to pair Breathe with wild orange. So Breathe is going to help you sleep. It's going to help you be wide awake in the morning, and it's going to help any respiratory issues you have going on. That is an oil that you do not ingest. You do not ingest Breathe, okay? So the next oil I want to discuss is oregano. And oregano, I have a very, very sweet spot for oregano, because oregano was the first oil, the first essential oil that I ever really started to use in my life, and saw how amazing and how powerful these oils are. And it was before I even got into doTERRA, so like about a year or two. But that was basically the oil that helped me realize, like, wow, this is really something. So oregano is a great oil to have when you need additional support in your immune system. So I personally go to On Guard all the time, but if you're slacking on Guard and you feel like you caught something, I would definitely use this to support your immune system. So if you're having any cold, flu-like symptoms, you want to get little soft gels, little like, soft gels. doTERRA sells them, and they're like $4 for, like, I believe, I don't know, 100 of them, maybe even more. But you can find little capsules, and the reason I'm saying this is the oregano is a very, very hot oil, so you want to apply it in something, and you can take it eternally. If you're on my private page, look up the flu balm. The flu balm is amazing for any symptoms like that if you're not feeling good. So oregano is part of the flu balm, and that's one of the top ways that I personally use oregano. Oregano is definitely to be used in the flu balm. Definitely be careful because it's a hot oil, so you want to dilute it with something. You want to dilute it with coconut oil, any carrier oil that you're using, almond oil, it's your preference, but you want to always dilute it. It's a very hot oil. I can't stress it. You wouldn't just take it and ingest it like that. I always dilute it. If I don't have capsules, I will put it like maybe in some almond milk. A little side note, I still have my original bottle of oregano oil, you guys, from like 2 years ago, because I'm really good with my On Guard. Okay, so oregano oil, that's like the top uses. I have put it in the diffuser before. It's gonna have like a little pizzeria smell, which I personally don't mind, but if it's cold and flu season, I rather have that oregano smell than catch what anybody else is trying to share with their germs. Okay, so that's oregano. The fourth oil we did On Guard, Breathe, oregano. Fourth is frankincense. Frankincense I use every single day, every day. So I wake up, I keep my frankincense by my bed, and what I do is I open it and I ingest 2 drops. Some people find it disgusting, nasty. I personally love it. If you're having an issue with it, here's my advice to you. Build up, like get used to it. In the beginning, I was like, oh, what is this? Now I crave frankincense oil. So you want to know that frankincense oil is like an oil for everything. It's considered the king of oils. So any time you're in doubt, like what should I use, you always go to frankincense oil. So that's what I do every day, daily. I ingest 2 drops of frankincense oil. If I'm not feeling good, or if something is just a little off, I ingest some more throughout the day, or maybe 2 to 3 times a day. But definitely once a day, I ingest frankincense. If I'm making a blend in roller balls, I always add frankincense, because frankincense oil makes anything that you make, any blend that you make, it makes it more powerful. So another great way to use frankincense oil is on your neck. Most people love frankincense oil in their moisturizer. So put a few drops in your moisturizer. It's good for your skin, for wrinkles, for nice glowing skin. I've seen people's skin transform, you guys, using frankincense oil. I mean, huge difference. So that is some ways to use frankincense oil. It's also in the flu balm, so look that up. So frankincense oil is also great in the diffuser. If you're doing like any meditation, if you're doing any yoga, you definitely want to put frankincense oil in there, because it's the oil of the Father and has a very religious, well, maybe I shouldn't say religious, but spiritual connection, and many religions have used it. It's in many religions, so meaning in their churches and in their religious practices, they use it. All right, so the next oil we're going to talk about is Digest Zen. So Digest Zen is for anything having to do with your stomach. So digesting stuff, any stomach aches, any bloating, any, stuff you would take over the counter medicine for, try Digest Zen first. This oil is like a must for me. I mean, it's a top 10, but I am in love with it. So I also have the rollerball of digestion, and I just take it and like roll it on. A great way to use the digestion is, again, you can put it in the capsules. You can take it internally. You can rub it on your belly. It's great for children. Anytime a child like has a little tummy ache, you can use it for their stomach. If you're saying, well, I don't have any stomach issues, that's great, like, good for you. But what you want to do is also use Digest Zen, because your gut is like your second brain. It's, Hippocrates said it. Asian, like medicine, Eastern medicine, has been saying it for so long. So you always want to take care of your gut. So it's like a little self-care act. You just want to take the Digest Zen and rub it all over your stomach, because it'll help you in so many other ways. Like I said, it's a great oil for kids. And here's a little tip for Digest Zen. If you're having any respiratory issues, this is a little hack, because it's Digest Zen, so you wouldn't think this, but you take some and you put it on the bridge of your nose and here on the sides. It's very strong, so you might want to dilute it with coconut oil, and it'll open up your airways. I've had people that like swear by that. And also ingesting it for any sinus stuff, they'll make a sinus bomb. You can also look that up on my page. They make a sinus bomb, and it really, really helps their sinuses. Okay, so next we're going to talk about lavender. So lavender oil is all things skin and all things calming. So a lot of people swear by lavender at night. A lot of people swear for lavender for their skin. It's a very calming oil. A lot of people like it for their children at night. They'll put it in the diffuser to help them sleep. And any skin irritations, they'll use lavender oil. So it's a top 10 oil. Lavender is in a lot of like the blends, like Serenity has lavender oil in it. So anything calming. So you definitely, if you're new and you want to experiment with lavender oil, use it in your diffuser at night, or use like a drop or two on your wrist, maybe on your feet before you go to sleep. Okay, so that's lavender oil. Oh, and it's also great for mosquito bites. Any itchy bites, you put a little lavender oil on it. And to avoid mosquito bites completely, you can get the Doterra shields. Okay, so there's a blend totally for that. The next oil is Deep Blue. So Deep Blue is for any muscle pains, any like stiff neck. I have friends that are dentists, or they work on the computer a lot and they're kind of like hunched over. A lot of people just get like stress in their neck. You can take some and put it on any part that feels a little discomfort. It's a strong oil. It's small, so you want to dilute it with coconut oil and just rub it maybe on your lower back, on your feet. People like to use it after the shower to decompress. So that is an oil that is for any like sort of discomfort you can have on your knees, like I said, on your feet. Okay, so next we're going to discuss lemon. So lemon oil is great for detoxing, it's great for cleansing, it's great for cleaning your home. The ways I like to use it is in the diffuser, because I like that it cleans the air. So think of it like kind of like, instead of putting like one of those sprays that clean your air that have all those chemicals in them, I like to put lemon and just like let it like flow throughout my room, throughout the house. I also like to drink lemon water, so I like to put some lemon, and I put it in my water, about 1 or 2 drops, and it's like a nice gentle cleanse that you can do daily. So that is a great way to use lemon oil. Another great way to use lemon oil is if you have allergies. You want to mix lemon, lavender, and peppermint, and you want to put it in a soft gel and ingest it. You could also apply it topically. You could make your own roller ball. I'll make a video about how to make roller balls. So you can make your own roller ball, and you can apply it to your skin, apply it to you, and that'll help a lot with allergies. So lemon is also uplifting. So any of the citrus oils, orange, like blends that they have, citrus bliss, they're uplifting. So if you want to put like an uplifting blend, one of my favorites is lemon and peppermint, lemon and brie. They're just very, very uplifting. So last but not least, oh no, we have two more actually. So the next oil is peppermint. Peppermint is great to freshen your breath. So my two favorites for that is spearmint and peppermint, but peppermint is in the top 10. So you can use peppermint, put it with some coconut oil. You could do like a little oil pulling and just rinse with that. A lot of people also say it really whitens their teeth, you guys. So that's a great way to use peppermint. Also on your temples. So you want to be careful because it can make your eyes tear. It's really strong, but you like want to take a little bit and you put it here, and it's really good for any head tension. A lot of people like it on their neck. So peppermint is also good for your respiratory. It's good for your stomach. But one of my favorite ways is for freshening your breath. So another one of my favorite ways, you guys, is plumping my lips. So I will take the peppermint and literally just go like this and get a few drops out and like just pat it all over my lips. And what I love is that not only, oh my god, this bottle's like empty, I need another one, but not only does it plump my lips, but it gives me like that nice minty flavor, which I love. Like I feel so fresh when I do it. So that is one of the top ways to use peppermint. A lot of people just swear by peppermint for everything. They use it in their diffuser, they use it throughout the day, they use it for studying. So you want to experiment with the oils and see like what works for you, because not everybody has a favorite, you know, like meaning not everybody has the same favorite. Like my favorite might you know, be my favorite, but you might have a different favorite, okay? So, but these are the top 10 for a reason, you guys. So last but not least, we did 9. So the last but not least is Melaleuca. Melaleuca is antiviral and it's great for your skin. So if you have any skin issues, any acne, any pimples, you'll want to apply Melaleuca. You can also apply it to your skin just to keep it healthy. It's good for all things for your skin. It's good for any viruses, so it's used in the flu bomb. Don't miss out. Look up the flu bomb. And those are just basic ways, you guys. Those are basic ways to use the oils. Another resource that I highly recommend that you get is the Essential Life book. So this is my go-to. I can go into detail like about other things that the top 10 oils do. I'll give you one example: oregano, viruses, strep throat, staph. But I want to keep this as compliant as possible. So this is the book that I recommend, The Essential Life. And I also love essential oils for their emotional benefits. So that's a whole other different topic that I will get into another day. I'll make another video about that. So all these oils have a physical side and an emotional side. And you can definitely experiment with that, and you can definitely feel that when you use lavender oil. So the way it can just calm you down. So that's it, you guys. The little recap: all these oils that I just mentioned, the top 10, can all be used in your diffuser. You can go to my page on Instagram at The Oils Girl. You can go to my page on Facebook at The Oils Girl. If you're plugged into my private group, you can use that, and you could search diffuser blends. So there's different blends that you can put in the diffuser. You fill your diffuser up with water to the red line or to the line that's in your personal diffuser, and you put a couple of drops of the oils in. You can make different blends. Your house, your room, your classroom, your office can just smell wonderful, and you could have all these therapeutic benefits. I don't know what's better than that. So that is something you want to know. These oils can be ingested because Doterra makes very high quality oils. You can catch some other videos. I've talked about that before. And the only two oils from the top 10 that cannot not be ingested is the Deep Blue and the Breathe. Alright guys, so that's a little tips about the top 10 oils, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye!